Hey, how's it going, everybody? This is Dave, and yeah, it's everybody's favorite time of the year again. Tarkov patch day is tomorrow. So I just said I'd make a quick video going over all the patch notes between the ones that we got like a week ago or so, and then the new ones that got posted here yesterday. So I'm just going to go down through all of these. We'll talk about them. I'll give you guys my opinions on and give you guys some things that I'm excited for myself. So yeah, let's just crack into them. So first section here is just various fixes and certain new things that are being added. So we've got improved network synchronization of doors. Who hasn't been killed by a door opening that you can't see on your end, and then you're dead. Turns out the door's open and the guy's already inside the room with you. So that'll be nice. Synchronization of corpse positions. You know yourself, you're playing with your buddies. He's like, yo, go loot that guy over there. You're over there, he's not there. On your screen, he's fallen through the floor, and on his screen, you know, he's sitting there, you're standing on top of him, but you can't see the body, so that'll be nice when that gets fixed. We've got adjusted grenade synchronization, so I'm assuming that means that, you know, what we're seeing on your screen versus, you know, the person who threw the grenade screen, you know, everything will be synced up a bit better there. Improved synchronization of loot that gets dropped on location. So I'm assuming this means if you're with multiple people, you guys are going to see the same loot. I'm not really entirely sure on this one. I think it might be when stuff gets dropped. It's just, you know, you're going to be able to see it. You know what I mean? Like, I think if your teammate maybe drops you some stuff, do you ever have those times where you drop something, it's like, yo, man, it's there on the floor, and he's like, no, I don't see it. Maybe that's what that means. You pick it up and drop it again. So that'll be nice. We've got the redesigned control setting, redesigned control settings system. So this means we're going to be able to rebind a lot of our keys, which would be super nice. We'll be able to rebind whatever keys we want, or rebind whatever actions we want to whatever keys we want on our keyboard. That'll be super nice. New redesigned system of network interpolation, improving precision of movement, reducing delays, increasing hit detection. More good stuff. We want this. We want more of this all the time. The less lag that we can get in this game, the less desync we can get in this game, the better it's going to be as a whole. Your experience is going to be greatly increased when all of this stuff starts getting as reduced as much as it possibly can be. Like, lag in this game is brutal. Makes you not want to play it. Makes it feel really dissatisfying, you know, when you get killed around a corner or something like that. This would be nice to see. The first iteration of enhanced in-raid behavior, decrease of errors and inventory operation hangs. This would be nice again, so you flick through your menus quicker, pick up items quicker. You won't have that flashing thing going on in your inventory when you pick up an item. Maybe inspecting somebody else's gun that you get off somebody. Sometimes it kind of hangs for a second before their gun actually pops up and you can loot it. We also have weapon parts and mods for the SA-58. So I'm down for this. I'd like to see more modularity with the SA-58. Looks like we're going to get it. The introduction of the Mosin rifle, which is going to be a cheap sniper rifle that we can all use to level our sniper skill without breaking the bank on buying SV98s and DVLs. This would be pretty cool. Added a new skill, covert movement. Another new skill that we can mess around with. AI improvements. Adjustments of unalerted boss behavior. So this is to do with the scab bosses. I'm assuming they're unalerted, like patrol patterns and, you know, the way they walk around, the way they talk to each other and stuff like that is going to be changed. Fix the bug that caused multiple bots to stand in one point while on patrol. So this is when, like, if you ever come across the scab bosses and they're all standing in one place on top of each other inside in one room or something like that. Basically now that won't happen. So you won't be able to just throw one grenade and kill the entire group of scab bosses. What else do we have here? Fix the bug that caused boss and his detail to get stuck in the grenade throwing posture. So if you guys have seen this, it's hilarious, but of course, you know, not something you want in the game, you know, as the development goes forward. Improve the accuracy of grenade throws for all bots. Yay. Grenades. Bots throwing grenades are now more accurate. Feels good, man. Can't wait to get killed by scav grenades again. Feels good. Fix the bug that prevented bots from checking their surroundings when stopping. Okay, so I'm assuming this is just more advanced bot behavior. The common bots are no longer aiming for the head. Okay, so regular scavs will not aim for the head. I don't know about you guys, but I haven't been killed by a headshot by a scav in a very long time. I'd feel like that is already in the game, but I'm not sure about that one. Bots who have heard the sound of a firefight no longer look towards a potential target, so you will no longer be able to find out where your enemies are by looking at the scavs in the general area that are all aiming towards them through 17 walls. We have fixed the bug that caused bots to search for position on suppression request. Fix the bug that caused bot to search for position on suppression request. Okay, so I'm assuming that is when you're a scav yourself and you ask for the suppression request command. The bots will go to maybe the nearest player. Fix the bug that prevented bots from reloading while providing suppression. Now bots won't charge into combat with unloaded weapons. Okay, makes sense, makes sense. Adjustments were made to bots' hearing. Now they don't completely ignore the players behind their backs. Okay, so that's fine. I'm fine with this. It makes sense. Realistically, you know, they would be able to hear you. Optimizations, looting items, handling optimization. So that's looting items. Just going to be a little bit quicker, I'd imagine. Maybe loot items will show up a little bit quicker in your inventory, as I said earlier about the whole flashing thing when you pick something up. Shadow performance optimizations, more of a graphical thing. Procedural animations, performance optimization. So more graphical stuff here. Optimization of network traffic consumption. Optimization of weapon modifications and weapons models and LOD groups. So this is super nice. The LOD groups have been getting progressively better every patch that goes by. So maybe this will be the one that puts the final nail in the coffin for being able to see people through certain walls at a distance. That'd be nice. Optimized character spawning in the raid, reduced frequency and severity of freezes on spawn. So this would be nice. As most of you guys know, the first 30 seconds of a raid are generally, you kind of want to hide. You want to hide until, you know, the lag stops and the game calms down and you can actually count on your bullets to do something in the first 30 seconds to a minute of a raid. So we'll see what that's like. Fixed various bugs that were causing other cases of freezes. So feels good, man. Less freezes. The curbstone near the new gas station that used to disappear prematurely. Okay, so these are fixed locations. Fixed the problem of players getting behind the gate at the paid exit with an SUV at customs. I know about that one. Scav exit from the factory now doesn't overlap with the safe. Okay, that's nice. Makes sense. Fixed shadow geometry in one of the wall gaps in the resort. Fixed the catch between the crates at the factory that would get you stuck. Catch between the crates. I don't think I've ever gotten stuck there. But it's getting fixed anyway. Fixed loot, quest zones, and bugs in the nighttime factory. Okay, that's nice. Customs gas station, culling correction. Okay, culling correction of geometry behind the 2-story dorms at the customs. Okay. Fixed sticking catch in the resort on the 2nd floor of the west wing. The shoreline tower door can now be opened in both directions. Adjusted the wood spawn points to avoid excessive spawn proximity. Okay, that's nice. That's a nice change. Corrections made to the toppled grenade box in the woods. Okay. Fixed the factory door that was causing the invulnerability glitch. Yay. Feels good, man. That has really been upsetting me just a little bit in these last couple of weeks, having to deal with that in every second or third factory raid I went into. It's nice to see it's getting fixed. Adjusted spawn points at customs. Yay. Good. Feels good, man. Fixed spawning algorithm. Errors that sometimes cause late spawns and close spawns. Thank you. I have spawned into customs raids, or any other raid, really. I wouldn't say very often, but every now and again I'd spawn right next to a guy, or I'd spawn next to a team, and it's like, okay, well, you know, this isn't going to go well for either party involved. So it's nice to see that's getting fixed. Added new loot points and containers on the shoreline, so even more loot on shoreline for us to gobble up. Feels good, man. Interface fixes. Fixed screen overlapping that sometimes occurred on server connection loss. This is nice. I don't know if you guys have ever had that, but it's basically, if I open my game up here, this bottom bar down here would sometimes get overlaid onto your actual, like when you're playing the game, when you're in raid, it gets overlaid onto it sometimes on a disconnect, so that's nice. The revert button only resets the current tab settings. Okay. Pointer does not disappear on the weapon modding screen. That's nice. Fixed tutorial soft lock learning on clicking back. Weapons inspector now displays the correct weapon accuracy. Resolution change now requires a confirmation. Settings now allow to clear the assigned. Okay, that's really nice. So that means this is more along the lines of what I was saying earlier, when we be able to rebind all our keys and stuff like that. The quick equip action, alt left mouse button, now plays a sound appropriate to the equipped item. Okay. Combining 2 stacks of rounds now plays an ammunition movement sound. That's pretty cool. It is now possible to cancel the editing of controls. Okay. Cash from the reward screen now goes to stash on control left mouse button. Oh yeah, okay, that's kind of cool. Small little quality of life change there. If there were changes made to the settings, a confirmation window is displayed. Okay. The depleted consumable items now disappear from the quick access bar. Okay, that's nice. Yeah, that's good. Death count now gets updated in the stats after raid. Fixed bug that kept the binding of items even after they were moved to a corpse. Yes, this is a nice change. Timers don't twitch now, changed to monospaced font. Okay. Centered item pivots. Okay, not entirely sure what that means, but we'll take it. While searching containers and corpses, you now get to see how much space is occupied by the items that are not yet discovered. Oh, so this means like we know it's there, but we just don't know what it is yet. Oh, okay, that's kind of cool. Okay. Visual fixes. Now the vegetation is not disabled regardless of NVIDIA Inspector settings. Yes, I can play woods again. Thank you. Jesus. Super frustrating that playing woods has become an absolute nightmare, and many other maps. Honestly, every map. This shit has been abused, and it's nice to see that this is getting fixed. Because honestly, every time I've played woods recently, maybe not every raid, but often enough for me to notice that I'm being shot through 17 trees. And before you say it, not everybody who plays woods has a thermal scope, okay? I've seen this enough. I understand the statistics on that. Not the case. If there is a flashlight attached to the weapon base doesn't cast a shadow. Okay. Remove the white stripe from the hammer while aiming. I don't think I've ever noticed that, honestly, but okay. Density, brightness of searchlights, volumetric light is reduced by half. Okay, does this mean the brightness of flashlights on weapons? I guess we'll have to test that out. Improved shader for glass visors. Okay. Fix the visual bug of grass strobing during the rain. Okay, I've seen this before a few times. Yeah, it's cool. Doesn't make sense, but it's nice to see it's getting fixed. Fix the bug that sometimes made the grenade explosion invisible. Don't think I've ever seen that, but okay. Remove sun glare effect from reflex sights and scopes. Yes. The only scope I will be using when this patch drops will be the EOTech Voodoo scope. Best scope in the game. As far as I'm concerned, a really awesome scope. If you guys haven't tried it, try it when this patch drops, because now we won't have that crippling glare, which is nice. Fix the FOV change related bug that led to problems in displaying scopes and reflex sights. Okay. Fixed the FOV change related bug that caused weapons shut off the reflex sights reticles. Okay, so that just means we're getting more accurate reticles, I would assume. Corrected laser dazzle. It now occurs if the ray is directed straight into the character's eyes. Oh, we actually get laser dazzle now. Well, okay. I'll have to check that out. Adjusted the reflection intensity on materials of objects during cloudy or rainy weather. Okay. Raindrops now don't disappear from the hands if the character gets shot. Okay. Fixed black reticles of certain sights. Okay. Visor shader is now correctly displayed in the fog. Not sure if I've ever seen that, but okay. Fixed Elkin optics bug that allowed to zoom in perpetually. Not sure if I've come across many of these. I don't know what that is. Fixed bug that caused night scope illumination to disappear when aiming at the glass. Okay, well, I've never really used the night scope, but there you go. For those of you, those night scope enthusiasts out there. Corrected some inaccuracies and visual problems with movement and animations of the characters in the third person. Okay. Fixed a noticeable disappearance of another player's lights depending on the perspective and distance. Fixed the reticle orientation in the reflex sight. Sights mounted in alternative positions. Fixed the bug that made reflex sights reticle invisible on smoke. Fixed rendering of equipment on characters, especially on scavs, and reduced clipping. Okay, so maybe this is from like a long distance. You might not be able to know that the guy that's, 100 meters away from you has actually a fast MT and a Ford on. He might just look like a hatchling with a rifle. I'm assuming that's what that is, so that'll be nice. Fix various errors, bugs when throwing grenades from the quick access toolbar. Error that occurred while quickly moving ammo from stash to crammed inventory. Various server errors that were causing desync, various client errors that caused FPS to drop, the error that appeared on binding and use of the console key, error of moving an object to another container when it linked, okay, error that disabled the door interaction, doors in offline mode after a single instance. Error that disabled the door interaction doors in offline mode after a single instance. Okay, this is fine. All right, and on to the miscellaneous fixes. Got fixed various bugs causing problems with registering hits. Excellent. Fixed fire rate linked to FPS problem. We'll see. Fixed a bug that allowed a character to stand up while under some objects. Okay. Fixed the bug with discarded objects falling through the floor. Thank God. Trades will no longer go sour. Bug that breaks the interaction with doors and containers if the player has a grenade in hand. Okay, so that was the bug before where you could open doors really quickly if you had a grenade in your hand. Fix the problem of incorrect penetration of helmets and visors. Leaving the raid is now counted in the stats. Okay. Bug that made characters stuck in the level geometry after reconnect. Never had that happen to me, but okay. Bug with repeated door interaction on breach attempt. Bug with parts of a cell remaining unsearched. Thank God. Okay, I actually ran into that today as well a couple of times. Super annoying bug. Bug that changed the current resource of the past first aid kit. Okay, I'm not too sure what that means, but all right. Damage registration bug. Excellent. The better the damage registration, you know, the better for everybody. Bug that caused the hands to freeze with lock pin in them if the grenade with removed pin were switched for something else. Okay. Fixed bug that had all character skills maxed out. There you go. All right, so no more 51 strength and 51 endurance. People are running around the place like lunatics. Fixed the bug that sometimes caused arm hits to not register. Okay, more hit registry fixes. Fixed the bug that caused discarded weapons to bounce. Okay, that's nice. So if you're dropping your teammate his gear after he died in a raid and you took his stuff and you brought it back out for him, you drop it, it's not going to bounce away over a wall or something. Fixed the bug that caused players to remain on the matchmaking screen after clicking on the back button while loading location, even after restarting the session. Okay, that's nice. Fixed an ability to pass through a door sideways. Okay. Fixed ability to jump through the ceiling of the dorm to the floor above with a regular jump and level strength. I'm pretty sure that required a teammate, but it's fixed nonetheless. It is now possible to move things for sale to a trader by dragging them. Is it now possible to move things for sale to a trader by dragging them? Couldn't we always do this? It's now possible to move things for sale to a trader by dragging. Does that mean from a trader? So we just drag it onto the window when we want to buy it instead of having to click on it and then go add items and press deal? Oh, okay. Fix the bug that prevented discarding items from the stash. Fix the bug that made the bodies twitch for a while after death. Fix the bug of character corpse disappearing after reconnect. Thank God. Okay. Fix the M2U002 short top foregrip filters for the SOK12. Blind fire no longer allows you to shoot through walls. Was that a thing? What? I didn't even know that was a thing. Holy shit. Okay. Bug with repeated opening of the door that could make it open the other way. All right. Bug that prevented player from producing the death sounds in first person when there were no audible hits either. All right. Fixed third person arms twisting when the character gets ready to throw a grenade. All right. Fixed bug with twisted hands that fall to stock or in contact with the wall or other players. All right. Fix a bug of the gardening quest part 1 where survive and extract the location condition was not observed. Ah, okay. I remember a quest where I think it said survive and exit the location, but it let me finish it anyway, even though I died in raid. I don't remember what one this is, but I think there might have actually been a couple of quests like that, so maybe one of them slipped through the cracks here. I don't know. Bug with empty-handed player being unable to change weapons and use the equipment after a quick melee blow during the grenade throw. All right. Various skill fixes, various minor balancing fixes. All right. Changes. Trader filters now hide all the items that are not included in the filter. The armor fence could not sell now gets removed faster, so no more packed out fence with shit tons of armor in there. Removed animation of character pulling up the door. Doors, hoods, loot containers, except for knocking down doors. Okay, so basically what this means is if you are standing to like the left or the right of a door and you click on open, it's not going to lock you into an animation where your character just moves like that into the position to open a door. I believe now you're just going to reach your hand over and open the door like that and push it open maybe. So that'll be interesting. That'll be nice. Anything that doesn't lock us into an animation in this game is really nice. It just gives it that more fluid feeling. So we'll see tomorrow how that pans out. Added settings, entries for screenshots and console, enhanced brightness of some reflex sight reticles. This is nice. So we were actually only just talking about this a couple of hours ago. Some of the sights are quite dim. Some of them are quite, what's the word I'm looking for? Fuzzy, I guess would be the word you'd use. So maybe they'll be defined up a little bit more. We have, if you walk up to a wall or another character, weapon gets lifted later. First is pulled closer to the body. This is going to be awesome in factory or anywhere else that you run in close quarters with somebody else. Your gun isn't going to go straight up in the air, and then you're both just there, just, you know, rubbing off each other until one person dies. So that'll be nice to see. In death from third person, the weapon now doesn't stay in the hands, but drops down as if on a sling. All right. Now the falling bodies of the killed take into account the velocity of the bullet. Okay, so this is kind of funny because I feel like if you're using a shotgun with slugs and you shoot somebody, they're just going to drop down to the floor like a sack of shit immediately, and like, which would be different from lighting somebody up with, you know, M995 from an M4 or something like that. Falling bodies of the killed. Oh yeah, sorry, I read that already. Pressing escape in the settings menu after making changes to the settings will prompt you to save or discard those changes. If a player leaves the raid, leave game via escape menu, not through the exit. His character dies on the server, not the case on the connection loss. Okay, so that's nice. So you're not going to have any of the invincible hatchlings or players standing around. Reduce the frequency of thunder sounds. Now glass doesn't break when you're passing near it. Thank you. We can now go into two-story dorms without telling the entire map where we are. Added more information to some of the error messages. There you go. Pretty cool. All right. And these were the patch notes that went up yesterday. So there's only a couple of little things in here, so I'm just going to fly through this really quick. New graphics setting to limit the FPS in the game at the main menu. Limit the FPS. Okay. We'll see. It sounds like an optimistic change, but we'll wait and see. Bots now do not shoot the target that is above them while in the prone position. Fixes to locations interchange. Now bots see through glass side panels at the entrance to Idea. Flashing light at the sawmill and flashing chem lights at the interchange. Okay, so just more environmental stuff being added to the maps. Fixed bug with negative time on the exit cooldown. Countdown. I've only seen this a couple of times, but it didn't really seem to affect anything. Bug with resupply timer of traders not refreshing is now updated in a couple of minutes. Scav players now see the correct PMC name in the kill list if the dog tags were taken. I still think they should add in the ability to see the PMC's name on a scav run. I think they should add that in still. Visual fixes, fixed white spots on some of the weapon icons. Adjusted lighting effects at the interchange. Helmet visors are not shining in the dark now. Thank you. Okay, this is something I've been harping on about for a long time now. It made no sense that our visors were glowing in the dark, guys, and now it is finally being fixed. Fix the distance of culling for helmets and headgear. I'm not sure what they mean by culling, but I guess we'll wait and see. Fix one of the reasons for error 228 while separating a stack of rounds. Fixed sync of armor conditions for cases when it's looted off dead bodies. Fixed logic error in armor penetration calculation for bots. Fixed desync bug when reloading shotgun shells. Oh, there was a desync bug, but okay. Reduced number of network lags on death of other characters. Okay, that's nice. So now when somebody dies, we're not going to get a lockup, and then we'd know they're dead, I guess. Fix the glitch with vests and secure containers, which made the characters invulnerable. Excellent. So these guys that have been running around with hatchets, totally invincible, can run around anywhere on raid, loot whatever they want, but they can't kill anybody. Massive nuisance. Bug that swapped indoor sounds for outdoor sounds and back. Okay, cool. Bug that had the weapons constantly lifted up without any obstacles. I've had this happen. So your rifle is supposed to be like this. Sometimes you'll walk into a wall, or after a reload animation, your gun would start doing this, like just waving up and down like that. And the only way to fix it is by taking out your hatchet and pulling your rifle back out. I'm assuming that's what they mean by that, but that fix would be nice. The playable scav equipment is now examined by default. Yeah, that's nice. So you're not going to reload into a raid at the start of a wipe, and you're going to have like an 8-rounder 153 and be like, oh, thank God. And then you can't reload it because the 8-rounder magazine inside in it hasn't been examined. Changes. Increased chance of fracture from bullets and hits. All right. So there you go. That is my little rundown of the patch notes. I am looking forward to the SA58 mods. That's going to be pretty cool. Honestly, the biggest thing I'm excited for is obviously the optimizations. Bug fixes, Honestly, they could have pushed this patch out without any new content, and I would have been happy if all of these changes go through and we see a noticeably like huge increase in performance and desync. I would be super happy with that. But yeah, that is my rundown. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys are excited for the patch that is coming out tomorrow, Tuesday the 18th of September. Should be hype. So yeah, I hope you guys found this informative. If you guys have any questions, leave some comments. I will get back to you as soon as possible. And yeah, good luck with the patch, guys. I'll see you in there.